on the line then for this race number 24, another heat of the 500 sidecars. Takes four up and they all get away. And Scott Dunn again has made a cracking start from the inside. Leads in third place, Bennett is in fourth place. Mike Goslin back in fifth place. They virtually get in the first and second place. They're going to the back straight for the first time. And it's Scott Dunn leads and Simon Beard trying to close the gap in that second place position. Wayne Reid has got the third with Barry Bennett holding that fourth place position. Scott Dunn is pressing on. That second place, Wayne Reid changes tactics, goes in white, cuts back for the inside line, Barry Bennett closing the gap in fourth place. They go to an equal distance between these four as Scott Dunn is the clear leader going into that pits corner, looking to make it 2-2 and the heats of the 500 sidecar. Taking his head back there in fourth place, can't seem to improve on that fourth place at the moment. As they go to the back straight once again, it's Scott Dunn really getting away at the front end when there's Natasha Bartlett in the chair. It's still Simon Beard and Richard Webber hold that third, but Wayne Reid is in fourth. Barry Bennett are in fifth place as Scott Dunn leads going down the back straight for the final time then. But Simon Beard having a superb ride there in that second place. Wayne Reid gets a little bit close in third. Barry Bennett's dropping back in that fourth place. As Scott Dunn picks up the winning ride this time. Second place goes to Simon Beard. Third place Wayne Reid. Fourth place Barry Bennett. Fifth place would be Mike Goslin. You don't know he's left it behind.
I'll tell you what, we'll put you on the back.
Can we have the ambulance to this far side of the track, please? The ambulance over on this far side of the track, please. Thank you. 8, Scott Dunn, Natasha Bartlett. Second, number 4, Simon Beard and Richard Webb. And third, number 56, Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison. Fourth, number 7. As you can see, Jane Goslin fell off the back of the machine there just before they crossed the line. Let's hope that Jane is going to be okay.
Martin, let me know. Hey? Let me know how she is.
Okay, well, are you with me?
Yeah.
Riding convincing style, it's way back in fourth place at the moment. It's Shaun Harvey. It's Brian Canning in third with Dave Carmel in fourth. That's the 4. Equal distance between these 4 down the back straight. They go once again. Nick Abi has closed the gap slightly on Shaun Harvey. They pair their way into that pits corner. The gap the same between first and second is Shaun Harvey leads on the corner. Getting close to second place. Last 3/4 of a lap. As Shaun Harvey leads him going down the back straight. Nick Abi went wide, cut back for the inside line again. He closed the gap there in second place. Shaun Harvey holds the inside line. He drifts off the line. Nick Abi has gone wide. Can he cut back through on the inside? He's really just tucked in behind Shaun Harvey now. Second place goes to Nick Abi. Running gets the third. Dave Carmel in fourth place. Result then of race number 25, win for number 72, Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg. Second, number 21, Nick Abi Radley. And third, number 49, Brian Canning and Stephen George. Fourth, number 55. There will be no race 26. We move on to race 27. Right, we move on then to the next heat then, which is back to the big chairs. That's race number 27. Gareth Winterburn with Ben Hogan in the chair, Steph Fly, Jason Gill, Colin Parler, Vince Kinchin, Chris Byers, Terry Madley. There will be no Simon Beanie, Paul Downs, Tony Bourne. Replacement 362 comes in, John Thorpe and Ian Elliott. Sponsored by Remain Services. Don't forget to glance across at our sponsors on the opposite page to what these races are. These are the people who have helped us put together this meeting for you this afternoon, so please take time to look for the sponsors. Outfits go out, and it looks like Chris Byers getting his medal superstar. He's ready going down the back straight for the first time. Gareth Winterburn has gone through in the second. Colin Parder has got the third. Step Fly is in fourth place. Chris Byers goes wide. Gareth Winterburn trying to get through on the inside. Gareth Winterburn gets through. In second, Byers again gets back through on the into Winterburn. Tremendous action between these two. Colin Parder holds that third place. Vision problems for Step Fly right at the back of the field. They go up the back straight once again. It's Chris Byers who's stolen the march to the front. He leads it from Gareth Winterburn holding the second. Colin Parder with the third. John Thorpe in fourth. Paul down the outside. Trying to get back through on the inside. Tremendous action between these two. Chris Byers and Gareth Winterburn again pulls a fall off to try and get back through on the inside. Chris Byers. Chris Byers leads into that top corner once again. Winterburn has got the second. It's Parder in third with Thorpe in four. Downs in Parder. Winterburn's got three. Corner on lap number 4. Winterburn holds lead. Chris Byers again trying to get back through on the inside. Colin Parder holds that third place position. We look at the up to the front as Gareth Winterburn leads into that top corner for the final time, and this is the second round of the 1000 cc sidecars. Gareth Winterburn gets the winning line. Chris Byers, third place Colin Parder. Fourth is John Thorpe. Fifth place Paul Down. Sixth place is Step Fly. Race 27, the win for number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Ben Hogan. Second, number 6, Chris Byers and Terry Madley. And third, number 16, Colin Pardo and Vince Kitchen. 362, 44, and number 30. Race 28, sponsored by Kevin Mace Butchers of Port Street, Evesham. Should be just elite number 74. Mr. Lingwood is a non-starter, but Rob Bradley won his opening ride. Rod Winterburn won his opening ride. Richard Thomas picked up a second place, so it should be cracking action in race number 28. Out they come then for what should be a cracking heat of the big chairs. So Richard Thomas going there to fill the inside gate. Fred's going to the next outfit to come out. He's going to go back in. Fred's going to go in next to Richard Thomas. Then we got Rod Winterburn comes out. Oh, very interesting indeed. Colin Blackbourn will be on machine number 48, which is the spare bike of Rod Winterburn. So that's very interesting indeed. Rod always brings two machines here, and Colin Blackbourn obviously thought he'd sorted out his problem ready for the poacher next week. He obviously hasn't, and he's on the spare bike of Rod Winterburn in this race number 28. Away to a clean break, and Winterburn's have got away, and Colin Blackbourn's got away with him. Rob Bradley has made the best of start. He's a meet between the sandwich there. He's back in fourth place, and Richard Thomas goes through into third place. It is Rod Winterburn who leads them, and Colin Blackbourn in second place. He gets inside Colin Blackbourn. They go through in the second place, and Rod Winterburn leads them. Going up the back straight once again, Rob Bradley holds that second. Colin Blackbourn's gone through in the third. Richard Thomas retakes that third place. Tremendous action. The second, third and fourth places as Rod Winterburn is the clear leader then from Rob Bradley in second. Richard Thomas has got the third. Fourth place into that pits corner they go once again. Winterburn leads it then from Rod Bradley, stalking his play, trying to find a way through on the inside, but Rod Winterburn has got tremendous speed going up that back straight. Richard Thomas hunting down Rod Bradley in that race for second and third positions, as Winterburn is a leader then from Bradley in second. Thomas has got the third. Bradley went really wide on the exit from that top corner. And Liam Brown are getting away then from Rod Bradley and Shaun Simpson holding that second place. Richard Thomas, Jason Barry have got the third. Colin Blackbourn and Martin Smith are in that fourth place position. Exiting that top corner, checkered flag is out. Rod Winterburn makes it 2-2. Rod Bradley just back off the second place. And Richard Thomas in third, Colin Blackbourn in fourth, Fred Skinner in fifth place. Super Sidecar Action, race number 28. Super Action there, sponsored by Kevin Mace Butchers, a win for number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Second, number 87, Rod Bradley and Shaun Simpson. And third, number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. Then we've got 25, who was actually 48, that's Colin Blackbourn, number 25, he was 4, Fred Skinner 228 in 5th place. Well, they're going in with his third leg of the 250, so Lee Street's made a good start there, and he's going to follow with his James Charles. Georgie Wood needs the point, and disappointing second right there is Georgie Wood going through in fourth. The second is Lee Street, leads them going down the back straight on the opening lap. Then Georgie Wood has got the second, Bird has got the third, Jury in fourth, Charles in 5, Williams in 6, the other Bird is in 7th place. As Lee Street, the former British 250 champion, leads it on the Georgie Wood on second place. Jury's got the third, Bird is in 4, Charles in 5, Williams in 6, Bird in 7, Hawker in 8, that's the 8. As they go to the back straight once again, the top two are start, they get away then. Bird holds that third place, Craig Jury under pressure from James Childe in that race for 4th and 5th places. As Lee Street leads them to put in lap number 2. In second place, Craig Jury takes that third place position. Bird has gone through the 4, Charles in 5, Georgie Wood on the shoulder of Lee Street going down that back straight. Lee Street on the inside, Georgie Wood is 2 bikes behind him, turns on the power on the entry to that pitch corner. These two locked together the first and second places, and Georgie Wood gets tremendous extremely well. They get the front wheel back there, one a rider, one a control side there, but Georgie Wood, his front wheel right up in front of his face, he's gone really wide again, and Lee Street's gone through on the inside to take the lead into the pitch corner for the Peloton Super 250 action between these two, with Lee Street on the inside, Georgie Wood again making the move back round the outside, Lee Street gets it, Georgie Wood gets the second. Craig Jury, will he get the third? Bird gets third, Jury in 4, Charles in 5, the other Bird in 6, Williams in 7th place, Adam Hawker will be in 8th place. Tremendous 250 action there between Lee Street and Georgie Wood. Race 29, a win for number 75, Lee Street, sponsored by Davewood Kitchens, and Lee Street gets his final warning. Second, number 96, Georgie Wood, and third, number 84, Colin Bird. 210, 97, 9, 73, and number 50. Running then for race number 30, number heat of the 350 solos, Tom Perry is 400 on board, 22 pulling out on the 350, Tom Perry leads, John Change in second, Andy Mellish in third, Thomas is in fourth. They go to the back spread on the opening lap. Tom Perry, a very, very busy young man here this afternoon. Obviously Craig Haynes, those injured, have taken his toll, as of James Moon, and Dave Mears not here of course, so it's Tom Perry and second, third, Thomas fourth. Top corner on lap number 6, Tom Perry clear, going down the back straight then from John James holding that second place. Andy Mellish trying to close the gap there in third. They're getting away for Rob Thomas, who holds the 4th place position, but Tom Perry at the front and increasing the lead all the time there. James taking a wide line and just getting on. Takes a much tighter line, retakes the second, Mellish again back round the outside to retake that second place position. As Tom Perry's cleared the front, good race going on for second and third between James and Mellish. Pull that second and third position. Tom Perry every on the forward end from Mellish towards the second. third. Thomas is in fourth. Racing number 30. Tom Perry clear. Down the back straight. 44 time there. Brandy Mellish now gone through in the second place and consolidating that second place. And John James, who has got the third. So it is Tom Perry who gets the winning ride. Second place, Andy Mellish. Third place, John James. Fourth place, Rob Thomas. Race 30 then, the win for number 1, Tom Perry. Second, number 74, Andy Mellish. And third, 193, John James. Fourth, number 16. Race 31, EMS Truck and Trailers on the sponsors.
I see I'm catching up then. You never thought to tell each other the results.
Follow on then to the next seat of the 350 solos. We're going to the 350s, and it is Joshua Burton. Goes round the outside, 4 abreast going into that top corner. Burkett on the inside, Etherington goes round the outside. Mark Taylor holds that third place. Look at John Jeffries, he's come from absolutely nowhere to go to the second place. It's Etherington leads then from Jeffries in second, Taylor's in third, Burkett in fourth, Whittaker in 5, Rodgers in 6, and Matt Etherington completely off the front. Burkett on the second, Taylor never wide by Mark Taylor, goes through on the inside. Matt Etherington holds on to the centre green there, obviously with some machine problems. There's John Jeffries leads, going to the back straight once again. Mark Taylor's got that second, Joshua Burkett's got the third, he's shoulder to shoulder with Andrew Whittaker that race the 34th place. Fourth place, Rodgers in 5, Benson in 6, up to 6, as John Jeffries clear, going down that back straight, and Mark Taylor in second, Joshua Burkett again, under tremendous pressure from Andrew Whittaker, the last that flag being made ready then, as John Jeffries leads his feet to the 350s on the last 4, and Mark Taylor, Burkett's got the third, Whittaker is in 4th place, Rodgers in 5, Benson in 6, and it's respect now as they go to the back straight once again. John Jeffries looking pretty comfortable at the front. He's the race leader at the pits corner for the final time in race 31. John Jeffries gets the winning ride. Second place is Mark Taylor. Third place is Joshua Burkett. Fourth, Andy Whittaker. 5 for Rodgers. 6 James Smith. Race 31 result, the win for number 14, John Jeffries. Second, number 170, Mark Taylor. And third, number 90, Joshua Burkett. 717, 21, 132. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had to turn the PA down. We do apologise if you're having difficulty hearing the results and the commentary. We are under ACU instructions to do this, so we can only pass on our apologies if you are having difficulty picking up the results and the racing. There is nothing we can do about it. Thank you. Right, we got in with race number 32, sponsored by RTS, the 375 solo day Norris That's the 5. Nothing Norris hasn't won a race in the 375 this afternoon. He's got away at the front. General George touching down to Tim Turner again. A very clever top corner, picked up a couple of places to go through in the third place. There's Norris who's the race to do it on the outside line, but General George on his wide. Norris got away the front and George in second. Reacher's got the third, Turnock is in 4, now moves back through into that third place and looking for the second place of Gerald Short. Morris Jones working his way to field to go through into 4th place. There's Dave Norris is stolen the march up the front, he's the leader then. From Turnock in second, Reacher's 5, moves heading in 6, Mark Phillips in 7, up again for the minor places. As Morris Jones now moves back through to retake the third place Richard. Last that flag being made ready then for Dave Norris from 2 British champion in the 375. He leads on to 4 then. Turnock holding in second. Collision 7, Meadows in 8, Dave Norris clear, going down the back straight, all these tunnels on it. In turn on consolidate that second place, as is Morris Jones in third, checkered flag awaits. Dave Norris in race number 32, Dave Norris wins race 32, Fox in turn off in second, Morris Jones gets the third, Jones George in fourth, Rich in 5, then 3, 6, 6. Race 32 won by number 17 Dave Norris, second number 726 Tim Kernock, and third 115 Morris Jones. 27, 70, 165, 201 and 105. Out they come then for race 33, the juniors. Pet Food Shop, Port Street, Evesham are the sponsors. Delete number 48 Shannon Derrick, bring number 17 Bradley Tockley. Wrapping up then for another heat of these ultra competitive juniors. Joshua Rockley has another space on the line. Right, they're up and revving, the juniors are away, we should be in for a cracking heat of junior action. James James has made the start, Joshua Rockley has got the in the second place, Jack Corns hasn't made the best of starts, James Lee going into that top corner, Natalia Willis holds the second place, looks like Conor Rock gone round the outside, Jack Corns has come for nowhere to go through in the third, he's trying to get through on the inside, Natalia Willis, they race into the pits corner for the first time Super Junior action again, it's James the lead then for the reigning British champion, Corns has got the second place, Conor Rock in 4, Luke Harris in 5, Zach Bison in 6, Bradley Tockley in 7, Joshua Rockley in 8, that's the top 8 as they go to the back straight once again. Shane still leads then from Corns, holding second place, they're getting away from Natalia Willis who holds that third. Conor Rock, best ride of the afternoon, he's got the fourth place. Zach Bison then moves up in the fifth place. That top corner once again and Conor Rock has gone through. On the inside Natalia Willis to go for the third place is Jack Corns. Trying to get through on the inside James Shanes, the fight between these two as they go to the back straight once again. Natalia Willis again has gone back through on the inside Conor Rock to get that third place, and Zach Bison closing down on these two in fifth place. It's James Corns in second, Willis has got the third, Willis got back to four, Conor Rock in 5, Harris in 6, Bradley Tockley in 7th place. Tremendous action for the minor places as James Shane still leads, Jack Corns hunting down in second place, Zach Bison has now gone for the third, it's Conor Rock in 4, Natalia Willis in 5, James Shane gets the winning right, second place is Jack Corns, Zach Bison gets the third, Conor Rock in 4, Natalia Willis 5, Luke Harris 6, Bradley Tockley 7, Joshua Rockley 8, Alan Forward 9, Cameron Walker in 10. The youngsters have done fabulous again, superb junior action, race number 33. Race 33 sponsored by the Pet Food Shop, the whimper number 93 James Shanes, second number 81 Jack Corns, and third 109 Zach Bison. 14, 11, 26, 17, 110, 111 and 82. It gives results again after race number 34, which is currently sponsored by Peter Mathison. They come by Lawrence Barber in 5, Danny Ball is in 6, as Oliver Greenwood yet to be headed in this class so far this afternoon. Sam Bradley Smith, that's the closest he's been to him. Billy Milton again making a big move, looking for that second place of Sam Bradley Smith as Oliver Greenwood is clear at the front. Bradley Smith Barber is in 5. Red flag, Danny Ball down on the top corner. Danny Ball is down on the top corner. Red flag for race 34.
Yeah, once by undertaking, I wouldn't want to do that, right? Never noticed that before anywhere. I'm getting that old, and it's my process. That's wrong with that, there's orange in the
Well, we go there with the 500, he's in the 500 solos then, and it's Tom Perry making a superstar on the area. He's gone into good ride this time when he's putting Jason in his first heading. He goes through on the inside, Tom Perry sweeps back round the outside. Daniel Winterburn has gone through in the third place, Scott Dunn gone through the fourth. As Steve Georgie going into the pit corner on the opening lap there for Tom Perry, holding that second place position. Daniel Winterburn has got the third. Georgie different time in second. West Miles up the fourth, 12 miles and 8 half up for him, 9 on Peace in 10, that's the 10 as they go down the back straight once again, and Tom Perry's hunting down Steve Dawes. They go into the pits corner once again. Spectacular style of Steve Dawes, using the inside line all the way round. Spectacular Steve Dawes in the pits there, Harry Holmes in the second place, Tommy 3 and 7, that's the top 7 they make into that pits corner once again. Steve Dawes getting away the front, and Daniel Winterton's hunting down Tom Perry in that race for second and third places. As Georgie got the four, and then Perry in second. It's Winterton holding that third place. Scott Dunn got the four. Oh, and Steve Dawes down. Steve Dawes down, and he's taking Tom Perry. Who's he taking with him there? I was just looking for the back markers. Steve Dawes has gone down. Is it Tommy Crew? Unfortunately, no Harland Cook has had to withdraw from the meeting with that hand injury. Where we go then? Lewis Denham needs a good ride this time. Hasn't scored too many points in the end. Second, Jamie Rodgers in third, in fourth, Tony Atkin. Oh, Darren Hughes hit something there and does extremely well to stop on the bike. He did very well indeed to stop on the Darren Hughes. Tony Atkin, who's leading him at the moment, going into the pits corner for the first time. Tony Atkin, the race in there, picks him down. The third, Darren Hughes in fourth place, and Tony Atkin leads going to the back straight once again. Jamie Rodgers gone through into second place. Tim Nobes back round the edge of Jamie Rodgers. They go down the back straight once again. Super action between these three. They're getting away from Darren Hughes. Tony Atkin round the outside line. Jamie Rodgers takes the inside into the right behind Tony Atkin. Straight up to Atkin, leads him Rodgers second. They're getting away from Tim Nobes in third. Tony Atkin round the outside. Jamie Rodgers again trying to come back through on the inside of Jamie Rodgers. Gets through on the inside. Tony Atkin is quickly looks behind him to see where Tim Nobes is in third place. As Rodgers is the race leader and Van Atkin holding that second place position. Jamie Rodgers comes on the coming round the outside. A line between the two. The rest of the corner once again. Rodgers leads Van Atkin in second. Nobes in third. Drew in fourth. Drew was in five. Melksham was in six after six. As they roar into the pits corner on lap number 3. It's Jamie Rodgers starting to get away at the front then. As they moving on to 4 then. But Tony Atkin holding that second place. It's still Tim Nobes in third with Darren Hughes in fourth. Darren Hughes is in 5. That's the top 5. That's the second flag has gone out there. I misread the flags for that one. Apologies for that. So second flag time there for exciting racing in race number 36. Race 36 sponsored by Croydex, who win for number 71. Jamie Rodgers. Second number 10, Tony Atkin. And third number 22, Tim Nobes. 711, 20, 91 and 81.
No, I don't.
Sorry, mate. Bloody put cleats on it, it'll stop those putting their hand on.
Oh, bloody electrical, happy birthday.
Yeah, no, it'll be the first one.
Right, go on then to race number 37, sponsored by Lawrence Hammond, the 500 Sidecar Championship. Delete number 8, pulling number 24, Mike and James Gosling. I don't very much about the because of the injury early on. They've only got the 4 runners in the Sidecar. The front Barry Bennett come to second, it's Simon Bid in third, Richard Hollindale is in fourth place up to 4, down the back straight they go, oh, Richard Hollindale's turning over on that top corner, Richard Hollindale has gone over on the top corner.
He didn't run himself. Oh, wakey.
Second, they're getting away. Been Dave Carvel in, Carl Webb in third. Gary South, they're getting closer in 4. Well, that's that flag is being registered. Clear at the front. Natasha Bartlett and Danny Hogg in second place. Gary South and again, definitely getting closer in 4th place. There's Scott Dunn looking to make it 3 to 3 in the heats of the 500 Sidecars this afternoon. Scott Dunn, Natasha Bartlett getting the winning ride once again. Harvey and Danny Hogg pick up second place. To be tied to 3rd and 4th. Dave Carvel in 3rd. Gary South takes 4th. North in 5th place. Race 38 result in a win for 118 Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett. Second number 72 Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg, and third number 55 Dave Carvel and Carl Webb. 44 and 971. Race 38, there is one addition, number 49 Brian Canning and Stephen George. Delete number 47 and 418.
They get big ones, the lumps get small. And within 2 months,
Revving up then to the next speed of the 500 Sidecars, 4 out picking this one, and who's going to make the start? And it looks like Wayne on the second. Brian Canning is in 3rd place. Mike Reid in 4th place, up to 4. They go to the back straight for the first time. Wayne Reid to the first on the top, has made a good start. Easily then, the 4 more in 2nd. Brian Canning in 3rd. Surprisingly, Mike Reid finds himself at the back then. As it is Wayne Reid cleared the front then from the 4 more. Moves to the 2nd place. Mike Reid flying through on that 4th place position. Wayne Reid clear, going down the back straight once again. Still Brian Canning holds that 2nd place. 4 more got the 3rd. It's Mike Reid in 4th place. Equal distance between the 4. They exit that to 5th corner complete. Lap number 2 then. Wayne Reid. 4 more in 3rd. Coming under pressure now to Mike Reid, that 3rd place position. As they go to the back straight once again, Wayne Reid looks behind him. He's got a big lead to the front. Looks like picking up his first winning ride of the afternoon. Brian Canning consolidating 2nd. Mike Reid goes through on the inside of 4 more to get the 3rd place position. Past that Mike Reid now looking at 2nd place to Brian Canning. This race is far from over for 2nd and 3rd places. Should Mike Reid really turning on the power on the exit from that top corner. He's up to Brian Canning, 2nd place. They go into the 5th corner for the one more time. It's Wayne Reid picking up his first race win of the afternoon. 2nd place, 3rd place, 4 more blocks. Race 39 then, a win for number 56, that's Wayne Reid and Craig Mathison. 2nd number 49, Brian Canning and Stephen George, and 3rd number 57, Mike Reid and Mark Hopkins. 4th number 123. There will be no race 40. We move on to race 41, Big Chair, sponsored by Bob's Videos, filming today. Should be a cracking run this one. Rod Winterburn, Gareth Winterburn, Rod Bradley, Colin Blackbourn. The 4 of the 6 in this race, number 41. This should be something special. Start. Crew are all a little bit anxious over that far side of the track. This is a real toppy heat. Red flag, they obviously moved their way into the tape. We haven't been told what machine Colin Blackbourn is riding this time, so they all get away, and Rod Winterburn's got away first. Looks like Colin Blackbourn has gone with him. Rod Bradley's got the 3rd place, but Gareth Winterburn goes through the 3rd place. They sort themselves out in that top corner. A lot of work has been done on that top corner, and it is Colin Blackbourn back in the Rod Winterburn leads, Colin Blackbourn 2nd, Gareth Winterburn 3rd, Rod Bradley is in 4th place, Colin Blackbourn interestingly back on his own machine. Look at Rod Bradley go through on the inside, he picked up 2 places, he went in that pits corner in 4th, he's come out in 2nd place, he's chasing Rod Winterburn now as they come by, and Rod Bradley gets through. Colin Blackbourn in 3rd, Gareth Winterburn is in 4th, Rod Bradley goes wide, Rod Winterburn trying to come back through up the inside, tremendous action between these two as they go up the back straight once again. It's Rod Bradley about 2 bites clear of Rod Winterburn going into that top corner. Colin Blackbourn's got the 3rd, Gareth Winterburn has got the 4th place, Winterburn trying to carry the gap in 2nd place. Colin Blackbourn has still got that 3rd place. Gareth Winterburn is in 4th. Colin Farder was in 5. They move up the back straight once again, and Rod Bradley's stolen the march on the opposition. He goes into that top corner for the final time in this superb 1,000cc sidecar action. Rod Bradley Colin Blackbourn in 3rd. Gareth Winterburn in 4th. Colin Farder in 5th place. Super sidecar action. Race number 41. Race 41, Super Action, a win for number 87, Rod Bradley and Shaun Simpson. 2nd, number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. And 3rd, number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Smith. 49 and 16. Right, we move on to race 42, delete number 74, delete number 76, put in 362, John Thorpe with Ian Hallier in the chair.
Yeah, but they didn't last.
Yeah, they wrote all our
Moving up then to the next seat of the big chairs, and Richard Thomas making a superstar. Fred Skinner's gone with him. Chris Barr's not particularly quick away. He's gone through the 3rd place, he's gone through the 2nd place as Richard Thomas leads into that top corner, keeps a nice tight line to the right, but goes really wide upon that top corner. He's on the 2nd, John Thorpe's gone through the 3rd, step flying 4. Fred Skinner is in 5, that's the 5 as a race up the back straight once again. Richard Thomas putting together his best ride of the afternoon, made a long journey up from Cornwall to be with us here this afternoon, making it count down, and this is the mountain side, almost turns it sideways there. Richard Thomas turned into 2nd place. It's John Thorpe in 3rd, step flying 4. Fred Skinner is in 5th place, up to 5, as Richard Thomas continues to lead at the front end. Chris Barr's holding that 2nd place position. Step fly looking for that 3rd place of John Thorpe. The race into the top corner once again. Last up and Step flies almost through into 3rd place. In fact, he does go through into 3rd place. John Thorpe trying to get back through on the inside to retake that 3rd place, and John Thorpe gets back through on the inside to move through into 3rd place. Tremendous racing with the minor places as Richard Thomas puts together the winning ride this time. Richard Thomas 2nd is Chris Prior. John Thorpe is the 3rd. The 4th, and Step fly back in 5th place. Race 42, win for number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. 2nd, number 6, Chris Spires and Terry Madley. And 3rd, 362, Dave Thorpe and Ian Halliel. 228 and number 30. Right, we move on then to race 45. Race 45, 4th leg of the 250s. Well, we're still working on the semi-finalists for the 500 sidecars. We're moving on to race 45, the 250s 4th leg, sponsored by Philip Tomlin's Funeral Directors. race for the 250s, obviously released to Rod Bradley. James Charles in addition, who's going to make the start? James Williams to make the good start. Look at this. Harland, that's straight on his back, he's got the front wheel down very quickly. James Charles is up the second. Georgie Wood has made a complete mess up at the start. He's back in him at 8th place, he's now up to 4th place. There's Lee Street leads going to the back straight the first time. James Charles has got the second place. Georgie Wood making big inroads. Looking to get that second place of James Charles on the shoulder of James Charles now as they completely on the back. Wood has gone through in the second place. Charles has got the third. Bird is in 4th. That's the top 4 place. Jury in 5. Georgie Wood now goes through into second place. James Charles again trying to get back to on the inside to retake that second place position. As Lee Street leads into that pits corner once again. Georgie Wood full throttle round the outside, trying to pick up that leading Brisbane. Lee Street holds. Georgie Wood in second. It's Charles got the third. Bird in 4th. Jury is in 5. Williams in 6th. Bird in 7th. The former British champion leads him going down the back straight once again then. Georgie Wood again trying to close the gap. Look at the speed of Georgie Wood round the outside of that pits corner. Lee Street putting all his experience to play. Holds the inside running. As they go on to 4 this time then. It's Street to lead him. Wood in second. Charles in third. Bird in 4th. Drury is in 5. Williams in 6th. Bird in 7th. Lee Street leads going into the pits corner for the final time. Georgie Wood again a big effort round the outside. Lee Street comes out the inside. Fantastic accident. Georgie Wood second, third place is James Charles, Mr. Bird is 4, takes Rory 5, Gilla Bird is in 6 and Williams in 7th place. Absolutely fabulous stuff there for those 250s, Lee Street and Georgie Wood. Youth versus experience, superb 250 action. Super 250 action. The exuberance and youth of Georgie Wood, the experience of Lee Street there, that was absolutely superb stuff there in that 4th leg of the 250. So show your appreciation. They come round, they're led round by young Georgie Wood, just a young 16-year-old, what a prospect he is. Lee Street, former champion, with all his experience to play there in that final. James Charles, Craig Jury, good to see him back from injury. The two birds have a chat they go round, and Mark Williams and then Adam Hawker. So show your appreciation all the way around. Superb 4 heats of 250 action, great stuff for the youngsters. So show your appreciation on the back straight as they come round, cracking 4 legs of 250 action there. Right, your result then of race number 45. We went for number 75, Lee Street. Second, number 96, Georgie Wood. And third, number 97, James Charles. 84, 210, 9, 73, and number 50. Right, on we go. Race 46, sponsored by Croydex. 4th leg of the juniors. Delete Shannon Derrick, putting number 17, Bradley Tockley. Wrapping up then for the 4th and final leg of the juniors. Had some cracking action this afternoon. Jack Combs who made a start. James James on with Natalia with a to the third. Jack Bartlett in 4th place with Jack Combs. Gets the corner first, easily then, he goes wide, James James slips through on the inside, Natalia Willis has gone through in the 3rd place, Jack Bartlett now looking for that 3rd place of Natalia Willis, these two locked together for 3rd and 4th places, as James James leads into that pits corner for the first time, Jack Corns making the move around the outside, Willis in 4th, Tockley in 5, Harrison 6th, 4th, Willis 7th, Roberts and Connor Rock, with the 7th place, he's got McKean Bolton there, as James James leads, going down that back straight once again, Jack Combs trying to close the gap there in that 2nd place position. Zach Fighter's got the 3rd. Natalia Willis grimly hanging on to that 4th place. The only young lady order out there among TV. James leads again. Combs in 2nd. Fighter 2. Willis 4. Buckley 5. Harris 6. 4th with 7. Walker 8. Combs in 9. That's the 9 then. James getting away from Jack Combs. They go down the back straight once again. Zach Fighter trying to close the gap in 3rd. Natalia Willis drops the places. Bradley Tockley goes through into that 4th place position. As James leading on the ball then. Combs in 2nd. Fighting over to 3rd. Tockley's up to 4th. Willis in 5. Harris looking dangerous in 6th. 4th with 7. Walker 8. Combs 9. James clear, going down the back straight for the final time of the final heat of the junior action. Jack Combs holds that 2nd place position, so James wins the 4th leg of the juniors. 2nd place is Jack Combs, 3rd place Zach Fighter. Bradley Tockley gets the 4th place. desperately trying to 5th and 6th. Then we've got Colin Walker and Adam Forward, and finally Max Corbs. So I'm sure they'll come round the lap of honour. This is one experience for these youngsters. It's the biggest track they have ever been on. It's the biggest crowd they've ever raced in front. So I'm sure they'll come round the lap of honour. These, without doubt, are the stars of the future. So let's have an applause for these youngsters. They're between ages of 10 and 12. That's all they are. They're between 10 and 12. They're the juniors. You've probably seen some of the best juniors in this country racing for you this afternoon. They've absolutely had a whale of a time. It's the biggest track they've been on. It's the biggest crowd they've ever raced in front of. So show your appreciation. Thank you very much. They're led round by the reigning British champion Jack Corn. Luke Harris is coming round. James Shane's a cracking afternoon. Bradley Cockley, he's rode well all the afternoon. Colin Walker, recently back from injuries, come out of the meeting with all credit this afternoon. Zach Whitehead, former champion of the cadets. Adam Forward, Natalia Willis, the young lady there who's battled so hard against these hard-riding men. And finally Max Combs. Thank you very much for your generous applause. They are between 10 and 12 years of age, and I think they are absolutely fantastic. Right, race 46, sponsored by Croydex. A win for number 93, James Shanes. Second, number 81, Jack Corms. And third, 109, Zach Whitehead. 17, 26, 14, 82, 111, and number 80. Can we have a medical member of the medical staff to the pits, please? A member of the medical staff to the pits, please. We move on to race 47, intermediates, 4th leg. Delete 35 and number 50. I wouldn't imagine Danny Boyle will probably come out again. No, he's not coming out, so he obviously got injured early on. We will quickly give you the semi-finalists of the 500 sidecars as quickly as we can get them through. .500 sidecars required first of all for first semi-final 118, 21, 4, 971, 7 and 44. Semi-final number 2, 72, 56, 55, 49, 57 and 1, 2, 3. Where they go then with the final leg of the intermediate then. So it's Oliver Green when he gets to these 8 going in that top of the field for the second. Sam Bradley Smith in third. Colin Blackbourn in 4. Max Forward in 5. That's the 5. Going down the back straight for the first time then. Oliver Greenwood surely due for promotion up to senior racing at the end of this season. He really is the class act in this intermediate class all over the country this season. He leads it then. Sam Bradley Smith and Billy Milk having a crack in the second and third place. Bradley Smith on the inside. Billy Milk making a big move round the outside. It's Lawrence Farber in 4th place. Matt Saul is in 5. They go to the back straight on lap number 2. Greenwood stolen the march at the front. Bradley Smith hanging on to that second place. Billy Milton trying to close the gap there in 3rd. Completing that one then. Still Greenwood in 4th. Bradley Smith in 2nd. Milton in 3rd. Farber in 4th. Saul in 5. Then the back straight then goes Oliver Greenwood. 3-1-1. Clear then of Sam Bradley Smith in 2nd. He looks behind to see Billy Milton holding that 3rd. Equal distance between the 5 of them as the last lap flag is being made ready then. For Oliver Greenwood takes on Farber up behind him. He's clear the front then. From Bradley Smith in 2nd. Milton in 3rd. Farber in 4th. Saul in 5. As they go to the back straight for the final time. Just the final heat for the intermediates. Oliver Greenwood clear up the front. They take the checkered flag. Oliver Greenwood makes it 4-4. Third place goes to Sam Bradley Smith. Third place Billy Milton. 4th Colin Farber. 5th place Matt Saul. So they're coming around the lap of honour. So again, you've had generous applause for all the other classes. These youngsters really do revel in the applause that you give them. So it's great to see so many people applaud them round. 4 good legs again from the intermediates. So show your appreciation, please, for the intermediates. Oliver Greenwood, fantastic afternoon performance. 4 rides, 4 winning rides for Oliver this afternoon. He's followed round by young Billy Milton. And we've got Sam Radley Smith and Matthew Saw. That's the only ones going round by the look of it. So show your appreciation. The result as they go round for race 47, the win for 3-1-1 Oliver Greenwood. Second 7-2-1 Sam Radley Smith, and third number 7 Billy Milton. 17-181. Right, we move back to race 43. Race 43 sponsored by Kevin Mace Butchers at Port Street, Evesham. Number 72 Shaun Harvey. 56 Wayne Reid. 55 Dave Carville. 49 Brian Canning. 57 Mike Reid. And 123 Paul Moorcock. Right, we move on then to the first semi-final of the 500 sidecars. Six top crews to contest race number 43, the 500 sidecar semi-final. Pace pull up, away we go then. Scotland has been beaten all the afternoon, been very quick exercise, been beaten on the start. Scott Dunn got the second. Colin Blackbourn is in third place. Nick Abi hasn't made the best of starts. He's back in fifth place. A real bunch up there for the minor places. And Simon Beard stolen the Master front. Beard leads have been done in second. Norris has got the third. Barry Bennett is dropped shoulder to shoulder there in fourth and fifth places. And Nick Abi amazingly finds himself at the back at the moment. And Simon Beard Scott Dunn are absolutely locked together going up that back straight. They could not be separated. That could have been very, very nasty indeed, because they were absolutely locked together coming up in front of us. But Scott Dunn has gone away at the front. He leads it, and Simon Beard in second. It's Barry Bennett in third. Dean Norris in fourth. Gary Southgate in five. Any impression at the present moment? Scott Dunn is the leader then, and Simon Beard holding that second place. Barry Bennett's got the third, Dean Norris in fourth, Gary Southgate in five, and they're getting away from Nick Abi Radley. That is absolutely amazing to see Nick Abi Radley at the back. And he's on the ball, and Nick Bradley back in sixth and not improving at all as they go down the back straight once again. Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett clear at the front. They're unbeaten all the afternoon. They're going to win the first of these 500 sidecar semi-finals. Scott Dunn gets the winning ride. Peter gets the second. Barry Bennett gets the third. Dean Norris in fourth. Gary Southgate five. And amazingly, Nick Bradley back in sixth place. Right, race 43, 500 sidecar semi-final, sponsored by Kevin Mace Butchers. A win for number 4, Simon Beard, and his partner Richard Webb. Second, 118, Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett, who have been put back one place. Third, number 7, Barry Bennett and Eifion Hughes. 971, 44, and number 21. So just to repeat that, a win for number 4, Simon Beard and Richard Webb. Second, 118 Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett, put back 1 place. Right, we go on to race 44. Shaun Harvey, Wayne Reed, Dave Carmill, Brian Canning, Mike Reed and Paul Moorcock. This race sponsored by Dave Wood Kitchens of Portsmouth, Evesham, a very, very nice gentleman. He's always available in the shop, so when you're in the Evesham area, go in and see Dave. Quite prepared to do a kitchen to your costs and requirements. Where we go then with the second semi-final of the 500 sidecars. Shaun Harvey's made a good start from gate number 2. Wayne Reed's gone through in the second place. Then Carmel's got the third. Brian Canning in 4th. Mike Reed in 5. Paul Moorcock in 6. That's the 6 going down the back straight. For the first time, Shaun Harvey's stolen the margin in front. Wayne Reed hunting him down there in second place. And Mike Reed making a big move round the outside of that pit's corner to try and move through into third place. Listen, Shaun Harvey leads there. Mike Reed in 4, Brian Canning in 5, Paul Moorcock is in 6th place. They go to the back straight once again. Mike Reed's gone extremely wide up on that top corner. He's dropped from 4th to 6th. He's looking to move back through into 5th place. Nothing much between 3rd and 6th place at the moment. The top 2 are starting to get away. As Shaun Harvey still has the advantage then from Wayne Reed. Mike Reed in 5, Paul Moorcock in 6th. Again they bunch up for the minor places. Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg. They're getting away at the front from Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison holding that second place position. Brian Canning's now gone through into 3rd, where they're getting Dave Carver to 4th place. Last that flag goes out. Wayne Reed consolidating. After 3rd place to Brian Canning. They're at the top corner on lap number 4. First and second are settled. The race is still on for the minor places. Brian Canning grimly hanging on to that 3rd place a moment. Dave Carver's got him in his sights. He goes into that pit's corner. Impressive win for Shaun Harvey. Wayne Reed takes up the second. Brian Canning hangs on the 3rd. Dave Carver 4, Paul Moorcock 5, Mike Reed in 6th place. The result in race number 44. The win for number 72, Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg. Second, number 56, Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison. And third, number 49, Brian Canning and Stephen George. 55, 1, 2, 3, and 57. I apologise for messing up your programme. There has been a change to the result of race number 44. The result for the first 2 places has been changed. It's a win for number 56, Wayne Reed and Craig Mathison. Second place, number 72, Shaun Harvey and Danny Hogg, who have been done 1 place for pegging. The remainder of the result remains the same. Right, we move down now to race number 48, sponsored by Philip Tomlins. They've been very, very generous with their sponsorship for this meeting. We thank them very, very much, and if you require their services, there is superb adverts in the programme. 4th leg of the pre-75s there. Dave Norris has got away at the front. General Shaun has gone with him. That's the top 5 there. Gets in that first corner, all very successfully. Dave Norris is clear, going down the back straight then. But Morris Jones holding that second place. Tim Curnock goes through in the second place. When they get Morris Jones to 3rd, as Dave Norris is the racer, then he goes wide. Tim Curnock put his feet through on the inside. Clear up the first place. Then Norris Curnock in second, Jones in 3rd, Georgie 4th, Atkin 5, Mellish in 7, Meadows in 8, and Tim Curnock almost thrown into Dave Norris, and Morris Jones is closing up on the leading 2. They're at the pit's corner once again, then Dave Norris for the lead. He makes a mistake and Tim Curnock goes through on the inside and takes him on the Dave Norris. Dave Norris pulls on his back down the outside. Tim Curnock through at the front then, but Dave Norris is second. Morris Jones holds the 3rd, super up between these 3 as they go to the back straight once again. Tim Curnock leads it, Dave Norris making a big effort on the outside of that pit corner. Last that flag being made ready then. As Tim Curnock still the advantage. Dave Norris goes wide to try and get the drive. Back up with Tim Curnock. Into the top corner, hold up to the 4th. Curnock leads it. Tim Norris in 2nd, Jones in 3rd. Up to the top 3, the race to the back straight once again. Eddie's gone through into 4th. Gerald Shaw back in 5th place. They go into the pits corner for the final time. It's Tim Curnock with the advantage. Tim Curnock wins the 4th after the 375. Dave Norris 2nd. Morris Jones 3rd. Rick Benson 4th. Gerald Shaw in 5th. Vincent Priestley in 6th. Dave Meadows in 7th. Mark Phillips in 8th place.
I'll get you right. Yeah. he said yeah.
For final, so they're going to come round the lap of honour. No, looks like they're going to go. Yes, they're being sent round. They're being sent round. So there you go then. The pre-75s race number 48, currently sponsored by Philip Tomlins. So show your appreciation for the pre-75s. It's been cracking stuff again this afternoon. Tim Curnock, I think he may well have won this afternoon. Tim Curnock was the first rider to come round, the new British champion. Dave Norris in 350s and 500 come round second in the parade. Dave Norris there, followed by Morris Jones and Bruce Eddy comes round. Mark Phillips, Dave Meadows and Vincent Priestley. You've been very generous with your applause all the afternoon, so show your appreciation for the pre-75 lads. Thank you very much indeed. The result, a win for 726 Tim Curnock. Second number 17 Dave Norris and third 115 Morris Jones. Gerald Short, the last one to come round there. Then we got number 70, 27, 165, 105 and 201.
Gate choice on this one, isn't it? Is it? Only in the final.
Oh, yeah. That's
Only in the
500.
final.
Yeah.
$500 sidecar final, 118, 72, 56, 4, 21, 971. The reserve is number 55. That's the 500 sidecar final. 118, 72, 56, 4, 21, 971. 350 final line there then. Everybody gets away. It's a straight final. Remind you, it is a straight final. And John Guffin to make the start. Andrew Whittaker wasn't coming out of this final. He's actually now in second place at the moment. As John Jeffries leads coming out of that top corner. Tom Perry has gone through in the second place. And Tom Perry gets on the into John Jeffries to lead going in the pits corner for the first time. Mark Taylor's got the third place. Andrew Whittaker is in fourth place position. As Tom Perry is the race leader. And John Jeffries second. Mark Taylor is third. Andrew Whittaker in fourth. Matt Evans in five. Joshua Burns in sixth. John James is in seventh place. That's the top seven as they go to the back straight once again. Perry is the leader then, being hunted down by John Jeffries in second place. They're getting away from Mark Taylor, hanging on to that third. Big effort by Matt Etherington back in sixth place. Trying to improve on that. As Perry still leading, Etherington on second. Whittaker 4, Etherington 5, Burton in fifth. And Tom Perry round the outside. John Jeffries almost gets through on the inside. John Jeffries gets through on the into Tom Perry. Tom Perry will screw it on round the outside of that pits corner. Look at the race for third, fourth and fifth places. John Jeffries on the inside. Tom Perry coming round the outside. As they come around, they start that four. Jeffries on the inside. Perry again gets back round the outside. Mark Taylor holds up third place. As John Jeffries leads going down the back straight. Tom Perry turns on the power going in to that pits corner. Absolutely locked together on that pits corner. John Jeffries on the inside. Tom Perry coming round the outside. Fantastic racing. Tom Perry gets it. John Jeffries gets it second. Mark Taylor in third. Matt Evans in 4. Andrew Whittaker 5. Josh Burke in 6. John James 7. Paul Rodgers 8. Spencer 9. And Thomas in 10th place. Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. I hope they will come round the lap of honour. Fantastic 350 final. Again, youthful against experience, and this time the youth has come up on top. Please send them round the lap of honour. Absolutely fabulous stuff. Give them a big round of applause. Superb 350 solo final. They're all going to come round, so ladies and gentlemen, you've been treated to a treat there in the 350 solo final.
Oh, he's got a change, hasn't he? He can't.
So show you, I don't think Tom will come round, he's back out in the 500s. John Jeffries there, fantastic meeting. John Jeffries, Matt Etherington, Mark Taylor, Josh Burkett, Andrew Whittaker, John James, Ben Smith. Show your appreciation. We were told it was Andy Whittaker that wasn't coming out. It's actually back Andy Mellish is on his way to Manchester Airport to go off on holiday, so that's the reason Andy didn't come out. I think Tom's going to come round on his own. This young man, 16 years of age, he's made the Masters final. He's the youngest rider to ever make the Masters final, and with that final there you can see exactly why he is such a tremendous talent. So he's coming around on his own. Tom's going to milk the applause. He's won the 350 final, and why not? I know some in the crowd will be absolutely delighted about that. So Tom Perry wins the 350 final. The result of the 350 solo final. The win for number 1, Tom Perry. Second, number 14, John Jeffries. And third, 170, Mark Taylor. 5, 717, 90, 193, 21, 132, and number 16. I'm very sorry, our information was that we were going to run the 500 sidecars to give the lads a bit of a breather, because some have just been out in the 350 solo final. So we've run the 500 solo final now, sponsored by Croydex. 71, 10, 1, 710, 711, 123, 22, 712, 200, and number 20. Right, revving up then to the 500 solo. Top speed door out to this 500 solo final. Who's going to make the crucial start? Jamie Rodgers goes to the second position. Tony Atkin gets on the inside, and then Tony Atkin goes very wide, loses a couple of places. Jamie Rodgers leads, going down the back straight the first time. Daniel Winston's got the second. Tim Nobes has got the third. Tim Nobes goes through on the outs of Daniel Winston. He cuts through on the inside of Jamie Rodgers. Nobes leads it. Rodgers comes back for the inside run. Nobes using every inch of track. Winston third, Atkin in fourth place. Rodgers gets back to into Nobes. Nobes comes again back way on the outside. 2 bites between these two as they go to the back straight once again. Winston has got the third place. Tony Atkin battling hard in that 4th place position. We've got red flag out, red flags around. Red flags around. We've got Ronnie down someone. I can't exactly see where he is over on that far side. Ronnie down over on the far side of the track. So red flags are out. Red flags are out for this 500 solo final. It looks very much like Carl Miles has gone down that far side. Now obviously Carl was the reserve. You obviously saw that Steve Daw did not come out for that race, the final. He did damage his bike very, very badly in that collision early on, so he's not able to ride in the final. He's only got one bike at the moment, so he can't ride in the final. So Carl Miles has come in to the final. We hope that Carl is going to be okay. Thank you very much there for Daniel Winterburn taking the paramedic up. That's good to see the sportsmanship amongst the lads. This time Danny Winterburn takes him up so he can get there as quickly as possible. Well done, Danny. Asked to give again the 350 solo final result. This is 350 solo final result. Number 1, Tom Perry. 14, John Jeffries. And third, 170, Mark Taylor. 5, 717, 90, 193, 21, 132, and number 16. That's the 350 solo final results, race number 49. Rerun of the 500 solo final. Sponsored by Croydex. Up and running with its rerun of the solo final. A clean break, they've all got away. Who's made that crucial start? Jamie Rodgers got away. Hopkins has got the third. Tom Perry in 4th place. Daniel Winston in 5th place. As Tim Nobes leads going to the back straight for the first time. Super first corner by Daniel Winston. Sees him go through that third place position. Tony Atkin hunting down, wanting that third place position then. Coming out of that pit corner to the complete young with Tim Nobes around the outside. Jamie Rodgers to hang on to that one. Tony Atkin has gone through in the third place. Daniel Winston is in fourth place. They go to the back straight once again. Nobes leads it from Rodgers in second. Atkin got the third. Winston in fourth. Tom Ferry in five. Darren Hughes in sixth. Up the top six. As Tim Nobes still leading. Tony Atkin trying to close it up in third place. The two young pretenders. The old man of the track passing around there in third place. Trying to keep up with the youngsters ahead of him there. As Tim Nobes leads going into the pits corner once again. Jamie Rodgers got that second place position. Tony Atkins got the third. Daniel Winston looking for that third place. Tony Atkins got the fourth. And Rodgers second. Atkins getting close in third. Winston in fourth. Hughes in five. Maxwell in six. Drew is in seven. They go to the back straight once again. It's still Tim Nobes and Jamie Rodgers. Tony Atkins closed the gap all the time. Jamie Rodgers making a big move through on the inside. Can he come back on the inside? Here comes Tony Atkins. Tim Nobes wins it. Second Jamie Rodgers. Third place Tony Atkins. Fourth Daniel Winston. Five Darren Hughes. Six Scott Cresswell. Seven Darren Drew. And eighth place it's Stephen Taylor. Superb 500 final. The two young pretenders. I'm sure he won't mind me calling him the old man of the track. He doesn't race very often, but by golly, he's made these youngsters go this afternoon. He's going to go tearing down to Newport. He's going to go tearing down to Newport to present his trophy he won for the pairs at the Isle of Wight. So show your appreciation for them. Fabulous stuff in the 500 solo final. Tim Nobes, it's finally come good for Tim. He has got the best of luck this year. Tim Nobes leads them round. Jamie Rodgers, Tony Atkin, fantastic stuff for Tony Atkin. Gets the third place. Daniel Winston, always super value for money. Scott Cresswell, the local lad, made good again, and Danny Drew. Fabulous stuff in the 500 solo final. Please show your appreciation all the way around. .500 solo final. Win for number 22, Tim Nobes. Second number 71, Jamie Rodgers, and third number 10, Tony Atkin. 711, 712. 712 was put back one place for course cutting. 200, 20, and 1, 2, 3. Right, race, it's a 500 sidecar final anyway, what's coming up now. 118, 72, 56, 4, 21, 9, 7, 1. 6 full of the outfits on the line, away they go then. Who's going to make the start? Scott Dunn made a good start. Shaun Harvey has done Nick Abi. 4 of them coming into that top corner. Scott Dunn has stolen them on to the front. Shaun Harvey's got the second place. They've all gone wide, and Simon Beard has gone through to take the lead, and Nick Radley's followed him through in the second place. Nick Radley went in the corner 4. He's come out in second place as Simon Beard leads. He's left a big gap on the inside, and Nick Radley's gone through that gap to lead. Is in 4th place, Wayne Williams in 5, Dean Norton is in 6th, and Shaun Harvey now trying to come back through on the inside of Scott Dunn as they go to the back straight once again. Radley leads from Beard in 2nd, it's Dunn in 3rd, it's Harvey in 4th place, the 4 getting away from Wayne Williams in 5. There's that top corner once again. Abi Radley up to Simon Bigg and Richard Webb will hold that second place position. Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett trying to close the gap in third. Shaun Harvey coming with a late run in fourth place, but Radley's getting away at the front. He leads on to 4. He was lost in the semi-final. He's not made up the final, and Scott Dunn again trying to get through on the inside. Simon Beard round the outside. Scott Dunn's got through on the inside to go through into second place as Nick and Abi Radley lead going into the pits corner for the final time in the 500 sidecar final. It's Nick and Abi Radley who pick up the winning ride. Scott Dunn gets the second place. Simon Beard in third. Shaun Harvey 4. Wayne Reed 5. Steve Norton in 6th place. So Nick Radley was lost in the semi-final. He was not going to make that mistake that time, and he wins the 500 sidecar final.
My missus said, say hello, see if you're still
Show your appreciation down for the 500 sidecar. So show your walking round then, led round by Shaun Harvey there. We've got Nick and Abi Radley made a long journey overnight from Holland. Simon Beard with a tremendous afternoon with us this afternoon. We've got Wayne Reed, who was the series leader going in to this second round. You have a Wayne Reed donut there on the centre green. We've got Scott Dunn, Natasha Bartlett, we've got Dean Norton and Joe Richmond, and we've got the Adam Skornitsky Wayne Reed donut there, and in front of Bob's videos there for Wayne Reed at the end of the 500 sidecar final. Right, they've run around the lap of honour to give you the result of the 500 sidecar final. First, 118, Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett. Second, number 21, Nick and Abi Radley, who have been deducted 1 place for pegging. Fourth, Simon Beard and Richard Webb, the third. So 118, 21, 4, 72, 56 and 971 is the result of the 500 sidecar final. The lineup: 48 Rod Winterburn, 87 Rob Bradley, 60 Richard Thomas, 49 Gareth Winterburn, 6 Chris Spires, 16 Colin Pardo. The reserves, if none of these go, is number 25 Colin Blackbourn. Right, revving up down to 1000cc, red flag, Richard Thomas, I think a little bit anxious in the middle of the grid there. Very anxious indeed. That's for the chase. Who's going to make the crucial start? Rod Winterburn has got an absolute flow. Rob Bradley has gone with him. Rob Bradley's gone through on the inside, but Rod Winterburn's gone back round the outside. Richard Thomas now moves through into third place. Rob Bradley slides his way through on the inside. Three abreast. Rod Winterburn in second. Richard Thomas has got the third. That's the top three. They go in the pits corner for the first time. Rob Bradley leads it. Rod Winterburn trying all he knows to keep up with Rob Bradley. Richard Thomas having a real good go for that second place position. Gareth Winterburn has got the fourth place position. Chris Spires in 5. Colin Pardo was in 6. All Rod Bradley makes the place. That top corner, he's dropped right back to 4th place and Rod Winterburn leads him going up the back straight there. Richard Thomas has now got the 2nd place. Gareth Winterburn has got the 3rd. That will do Rob Bradley's bad back. No good at all. He's looking now for that 3rd place position as Rod Winterburn leads on the last lap there. In 4th place. Chris Spires is in 5. Rod Bradley trying to get through on the inside of Gareth Winterburn to try and get that 3rd place position as Rod Winterburn leads going up the back straight for the final time. It's Richard Thomas who's got the 2nd place. Gareth Winterburn has got the 3rd. Rob Bradley's got the next one. 5th Chris Spires, 6th place Colin Pardo. So superb 1000cc sidecar final drama right to the end, There's been marshals still, please hold your places. They're going to come round, lap of honour. I couldn't quite see what happened to Rod Bradley there, but I'm sure that'll do us back a real world of good there. But take nothing away from Rod Winterburn and Richard Thomas and young Gareth Winterburn, revelation. He only took up driving a couple of minutes ago, and he has picked up a third place. I think he's got a different passenger for this final. Looks like somebody totally different behind him this time, but they're going to come round the lap of honour, so show your appreciation for the 1000cc sidecar lads. So again, people are leaving, please be careful going out, please obey the people. So show your appreciation for the big chairs. One or two people have drifted away now, but let's have it for the big boys. And Rod and Winterburn had the chance to go to France for Larry. He stopped to race here with us. We thank him very much for his loyalty in riding at Midshires this afternoon. Rod Winterburn gets all in. Rod Bradley there. Gareth Winterburn, what a great start for Gareth. Richard Thomas all the way up from Cornwall. Colin Blackbourn, his best result of the season so far. Local lad Chris Myers has made good by making the 1000cc final as well.
There's obviously somebody there. I'm going to go as well, mate. Take care.
The result then of the 1000cc sidecar final for the Dave Harrison Memorial Trophy. The winner number 48, Rod Winterburn and Liam Brown. Second number 87, Rob Bradley. It wasn't, it was number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. Third, number 49, Gareth Winterburn. Ben Malloy on the back. Ben Maloney on the back, 87, 6 and 16. We thank you very much for coming. We hope you've enjoyed Midshires Grasstrack. The local ones are Peter Church Show, August Bank Holiday Monday, and Worcester again in October, and Bewdley also, they have a meeting in October as well. If you enjoy what you've seen this afternoon, please support those meetings.
Comes on the left, wasn't it?
They were doing Strongbow and Durkin's Devils and all that then. It's Chris Moore and Darren Fitton. One of them days a few years ago. Right, Cornwall next.
Ladies and gentlemen, that sidecar was going pretty quickly, and on the back of that sidecar was the farmer's wife. She had never been on a sidecar before. Whether she'll ever want to go on there again, I don't know, but she is the farmer's wife. And give her a round of applause, please. I'm sure people won't like her very much because we've been here this afternoon, but their field has given us enormous pleasure. So the farmer's wife there on the back of Chris Myers, and she certainly wasn't hanging around. So thank you very much indeed. It's Trader Legion and Cook in second. Georgie's got the third. Wood is up the fourth place. That's the top four. Harland Cook on the shoulder of Leach Street. They're coming completely on their left. Georgie in third. George Wood gets close. Every turn will Birds in fourth. Georgie Wood and Craig Jury shoulder to shoulder for third and fourth place. Georgie Wood having to determine go on the outside of that pits corner on the final corner as Harland Cook picks up the winning ride. It's right to second and third. Georgie Wood absolutely together. Look at them packing in for those minor places. Tom Perry has started the stolen the march to the front. They're three abreast again for that third place on the entry of the pits corner. Perry to Taylor holding second. With the fourth. Etherington is in five. Place the third place, and Matt Etherington making a move round the edge of John Jeffries. Mark Taylor and John Jeffries absolutely shoulder to shoulder in that race for second and third place. It's John Massey on the drop. Oh, and Michael Faulkner drops on the entry. Oh, and Terry Massey has gone down. About 5 riders there up on that top corner. Nick Turnock third, Tim Turnock is in fourth place. Dave Norris goes wide, Gerald Short goes on the inside. These two lock locked together for first and second place, and Collins again having to go around the outside. Tim Nobes in second, Jamie Rodgers in third, Tom Perry. Oh, and Tim Nobes just fall on the entry to the top corner. That puts Jamie Rodgers has got the third. Rod Gareth goes to the fourth, but Lewis Denham screws on around the outside to go for that fourth place. Darren Beautiful and Steve George wide to pay. Oh, and 2 riders down the entry, 3 riders down the entry to that top corner. He goes wide. Steve George makes the line for the inside. Can he get inside Harland? Steve George in second. Oh, it's Simon Beard making a big move round the outside. There's nothing between these two as they go into the pitch corner for the final time in the first heat of the 500 Sidecar Championship. Simon Beard late Randy cuts on the inside. He goes through the third place. Super ride by Nick Abi Radley. All Hoppers in 5. That's a 5. Super Axe to front and Dean Norton gets through on the into Dave Carl. Top from Dean Norton found away around the edge of Dave Carville to lead going up the back straight. Dave Carville again trying to get back through on the inside one. And Barry Bennett trying to find a way through on the inside. Dave Carville cuts back for the inside one. Super right by Dave Carville into the top corner once again. It's Chris Bars around the outside line. Rob Bradley trying to find a way through on the inside. Evesham coming out of that top corner. Back round the outside, Gareth Winterburn trying to get back through on the inside. Chris Bars, fantastic 1000cc sidecar action they go. After between these three they go into the pitch corner on the opening lap. Then Etherington leads it. Jeffries has gone through in the second. Mark Taylor retakes that second place. Etherington makes a mistake and John Jeffries hits the front. They go in the pitch corner on lap number 3. And down the back straight they go once again. Then Tim Kernock has stolen the Master front and Dave Norris holding that second place position. Luke Harris has got the second place position. They all get round that first corner. Natalia Willis is comfort nowhere to go to the second place. Rockley gets back to on the inside. Rockley has got that second place position. Natalia Willis has got the third. It's that fight and it's 4. Luke Harris hits back by getting back through on the inside line. Natalia Willis cuts back for the inside, trying to get back inside. Luke Harris, but Luke Harris leads for Natalia Willis in second. Harris leads as that fight has gone through on the inside. He leads going into that pitch corner for the final time. It's Zach Fighter on the inside. Luke Harris making a big move round the outside. Zach Fighter gets to win wide. Luke Harris gets the second. Jamie gets third. Corns in 4. Jamie Rodgers is in third. Tony Atkin goes wide. Jamie Rodgers goes on the inside. Tony Atkin second place and Tony Atkin on the inside. Tim Nobes rolls round the outside of that pitch corner. Gets round Tony Atkin to go to the second place. The action continues thick and fast on the track. There is Dean Norton who is the race leader. 3 abreast there for second place. Superb action. Second Pars again gets back through on the into Winterburn. Tremendous action between these two. Winterburn has got the second. It's Pardo in third with Thorpe in 4. Leads mid on the inside. Georgie Wood is 2 bikes behind him. Turns on the power on the entry to that pitch corner. These two locked together the first and second places. And Georgie Wood gets some money between these two as they go to the back straight once again. Natalia Willis again has gone back through on the inside of Colin Lock to get that third place. And Zach Martin closing down on these two in 5th place. Winterburn holding that third place. Scott Dunn got the 4. Oh, and Steve George there. Tony Atkin. Oh, Darren Pugh hit something there and does extremely well to stop on the bike. They're going to go into Tony Atkin round the outside. Jamie Rodgers again trying to come back through on the inside of Jamie Rodgers. He's chasing Rod Winterburn now as they come by and Rod Bradley gets through. Colin Blackbourn in third. Gareth Winterburn is in 4. Rod Bradley goes wide. Rod Winterburn trying to cut back through up the inside. Street leads going into the pitch corner for the final time. Georgie Wood again a big effort round the outside. Lee Street comes down the inside. Fantastic accident. Georgie Wood second. And Nick Abi amazingly finds himself at the back of the moment. Scott Dunn absolutely locked together going up that back straight as John Jeffries leads coming out of that top corner. Tom Perry has gone through in the second place and Tom Perry gets through on the inside. John Jeffries round the outside. John Jeffries almost gets through on the inside. John Jeffries gets through on the inside. Tom Perry will screw it on round the outside of that pitch corner. Look at the race for 3rd, 4th and 5th places. John Jeffries on the inside. Tom Perry coming round the outside. Tom Perry turns to the power going in to that pitch corner. Absolutely locked together on that pitch corner. John Jeffries on the inside. Tom Perry coming round the outside. Fantastic racing. Tom Perry gets it. Tim Nobes has got the third. Tim Nobes goes through on the outside. Daniel Winston. He cuts through on the inside. Jamie Rodgers. Nobes leads it. Rodgers comes back for the inside run. Nobes using every inch of traffic. Coming out of that pitch corner to the completely open. Tim Nobes round the outside. Jamie Rodgers. Tony Atkin closing the gap all the time. Jenny Rodgers making a big move through on the inside. Can he come back through on the inside? Here's from Tony Atkin, Tim with them. Four of them going into that top corner. Scotland has stolen them on to the front. Shaun Harvey's got the second place. They've all gone wide, and Simon Beard has gone through to take the lead, and Nick Radley's followed him through in the second place. Nick Radley went in the corner fourth. He's come out in second place as Simon Beard leads. He's left a big gap on the inside, and Scott Dunn trying to get through on the inside. Simon Beard round the outside. Scott Dunn's got through on the inside to go through into second place. It's Nick Abi Radley who pick up the winning ride. Scott Dunn gets the second place. Simon Beard in third. Shaun Harvey 4. Wayne Reed 5. Norton in 6th place. Rod Winterburn has got an absolute flow. Rod Bradley has gone with him. Rod Bradley's gone through on the inside, but Rod Winterburn's gone back round the outside. Richard Thomas now moves through into third place. Rod Bradley slides his way through on the inside. Chris Barnes in 5. Colin Blackbourn was in 6th. All Rod Bradley makes it straight. It's Richard Thomas who's got the second place. Gareth Winterburn has got the third. Rod Bradley's gone to the next. 5th Chris Prior, 6th place Colin Pardo.